So welcome back everyone. So as I'm sure you already know, we went through another interruption. So today I'm really going to pick up from where I left off the other day. So now we're doing a new chapter which is relations. So now I'm going to talk about domain and range of a relation. Okay? So today we're going to discuss that. So basically we're again doing relations, as you know. So let me just write the name of the topic, relations. Okay? So now this is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about domain and range of a relation. Okay, so domain and range of a relation. Okay, so I want you to listen. Just a tad bit carefully, because the next chapter we're going to do is going to be functions, and in functions you also have the concept of domain and range. So this is basically almost like the prerequisites of that chapter. So domain and range of a relation. Okay, so as you already know guys, the set of all x values. Now I know in the previous video we had stopped just a little beyond this, but I thought because it's a new video, why don't we start domain and range from scratch, okay, of a relation. Okay, so the set of all x values of the ordered pair, is the domain. And the set of all y values is the range of y. And the set of all y values is the range. Of the ordered pair. Okay, the ordered pair. Let me just write it here. It's going to be more visible for you right here. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so just keep this in mind. Now, obviously, I've written this like this, but I think it's more like this, isn't it? It's more like this. Sometimes when you're doing things fast, you just don't get it. They look more like sixes, but you know what I'm trying to emphasize. So basically, this is what it is. Okay. So as all of you know that this is what an ordered pair is. This very thing here. This is what an ordered pair is. Okay. So A is the set of all x values, and B is the set of all y values. Because you can assume A to be x, y, c, d, or any two letters that make you happy, but but they'll have to come one after another. I'm sure what you mean. I'm sure you know what I mean. Okay? So that's what it is. But now, how do you really write the domain and range of a relation? This is how you write it. Listen very carefully. D equals, okay, this is for the domain. D is for the domain. So A, B, okay, where A is an element of real numbers. Okay? And now the range, guys. And the range is equal to this, guys. Okay? A is to B I'm sure you know what this. I'm sure you know what this really means. Okay. Domain is equal to this, and range is equal to that. So I'm sure you know what this is. Okay. So this is what it is. So don't worry, we're going to discuss this when we do the questions. But till then, just understand this, decipher it. No, you know, I've got some work to do, so I'll come back in just about 5-6 seconds. Give me a second. Okay, welcome back, guys. So I was, there was an emergency in the house, so I just went to address that. So just understand this, that don't worry, this right now is probably not making very much sense to you. You probably think I've given a very vague explanation, but don't worry, you'll soon come to know why I've given this. Now the thing guys is, I could mix up theory with conceptual questions, but then you will get so confused. So that is why I thought, why don't we do the theory separately and then we'll do the questions separately. That way nothing gets mixed up, everything is coherent, concise, and you'll understand. So let's move on to the final part of this chapter, or the final part of the theory of this chapter. Okay? And that is the inverse of a relation. Now make sure you are listening to all of this and taking note of everything very carefully. Because guys, once we come to maybe the chapter of functions, this really be of very use to you. Okay? Okay, inverse of a relation. Okay, inverse of a relation. So, inverse of a relation. So, what is an inverse of a relation? So, listen to this very carefully. This is a little convoluted, so you better listen to it. Okay, so let A be, okay, let A be two sets okay, sets, and let R, so R is the relation here, okay, let R be a relation from A to B. Basically I have to write from I should be writing from set A to set B, but I'm sure you understand that by now. Okay? So then the inverse of R, then the inverse of R, okay, denoted by this. So this is how you this is the nomenclature for representing the inverse of a relation. Okay? So now is a relation, okay, it's not going to fit here, so let's just try it here. Okay, is a relation, there we go. Okay, a relation from B to A. Okay? Is a relation from B to A. Okay? And is defined by let's write it here. Defined by R minus 1, which equals BA. Okay? AB. Okay? Okay? So it is. Now one more thing that you really need to keep in mind. Okay, I won't write this down because it's useless writing it down. I'll just say it is the exact opposite of a relation. Now you might be, well, yeah, it is. But if you're confused and you're not understanding, what an inverse of a relation is, although it's very obvious that an inverse of a, inverse means opposite. But if you're still confused or you're taking a little time to understand, just to help you, just remember that it's the exact opposite of a set. Okay, so if you don't understand why the inverse of 2, 3 is 3, 2, if you're not able to decipher this just yet, then just remember that the reason why the inverse of 2, 3 is 3, 2, reason why 2, 3 becomes 3, 2 in an inverse relation is because you take the opposite of the ordered pair of the relation. So just keep that in mind. Now, I am going to discuss this very soon, with all of you guys. So right now, guys, I am very happy because I have covered all the theory of sets and I've covered all the theory of relations. So now very soon I'm going to move on to the exercise questions, and all the theory that I've covered, I'm going to do all the exercise questions. And as I do all the exercise questions, I'll tell you, I'll tell you all the cases where I've done it. So all the theory that we have learned right now, I'm going to do the exercise questions and I'll let you know, whether it is of maybe an empty set, this set, so you don't need to really worry. And another thing, like I said, I'm facing technical difficulties. So once I come out of all those technical difficulties, I'll do these 2 chapters all over again from scratch, and you guys will get a better experience. Okay, you guys will get a better experience. And most importantly, I'll use better quality pens so that you not only see the content properly, but it's also written in a way that you understand. So I just want to say thank you for bearing with me, and please look at my math videos in the future. Okay, see you next time. Thank you very much.